Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Jedi Talk. I am your host, Brad Hughes.
Hello there. I am your co-host, Evan T. Boucher.
And today we have another fantastic episode for you. First, I want to talk about some things that we talked about last episode, and then we'll kind of go from there. How does that sound? Sounds good to me. Perfect. Also, a little bit of housekeeping. There is noise in the background for this episode because there's a weird hot week for whatever reason in Florida. And it's about 85 degrees right now at night. And so the air conditioning is on, so I apologize. So you hear that in the background. That's what that noise is.
And a little more housekeeping before you drop this news and talk what we're talking about.
Tilt it up and tilt it closer to your face.
I finally
Perfect.
have got your Christmas gift.
No way.
I
had no idea about this.
So here you go.
Oh.
I was kind of hoping to be on the live show.
Oh.
I couldn't wait another week. It's already been a month.
Let's see.
So you get to do it on this
Okay.
show. It's technically live.
100% surprised. I had no idea this was happening.
It is. And it's wrapped in Disney wrapping because,
Love it.
I suck at wrapping
That's
gifts.
what we do here.
So we
It's
suck
okay.
at, we're good at giving gifts. We're just not,
Not
good at wrapping.
them.
Yeah, like, okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Where did
Yeah.
you find this?
Well, I can't tell all my secrets.
Oh. Okay, so what he got me is he got me the Star Wars The Mandalorian throwback Kenner action figure of Moff Gideon. He's got the Darksaber.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even know they made this.
No, I didn't
Didn't
either.
we talk about this not too long ago? About
We've talked about it, yeah.
Did you already have it at that point?
No,
Oh.
that sparked the idea though. That was like,
That's
yeah,
awesome,
I should look
man.
into this.
God,
Yeah,
that's such a cool gift. Thank you, man.
of course, my
I'm gonna
dude.
put
Of
it,
course.
Put it up here somewhere. I'm going to put it
Yeah.
here for right now.
Yeah.
But dude, that's awesome. Thank you
I
so
love it.
much.
No
Thank
problem.
you, buddy.
No
I
problem.
appreciate that.
Of course.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, in January, almost February. It's
I
fine.
still haven't gotten your birthday present.
It's
because
okay,
You
'cause I'm-
sneaked it on the Facebook group, and I forgot
Well,
you were on
it's-
there.
like I said, even if you end up somehow magically getting that, because I bet it's still going to
not
be
gonna
hard.
happen.
Yeah,
Everything I
it's-
can find is
even
like,
if you somehow did,
no
I'd still be
offense,
like,
not
hell
that you're
yeah.
not worth $200,
Yeah, but if you,
but
you
it's
can't,
COVID
no.
times, and $200 means a lot more than it used to.
Yeah, that's like
Back at that,
inflation.
I would have flinched.
It's inflation plus COVID. Like that should be a thing in like 20 years.
Inflation plus COVID.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that very
Of
much.
course,
That
my
was
man,
very
of
cool. I
course.
like that. That's gonna go. I think I have some other the Kenner ones. Yeah, I'm
You've
I'm
got
gonna put 'em-
Mando R5.
I'm gonna move
you got-
R5 over.
Well, he's not Mando. That's actual old school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love it.
You've got Rise of Skywalker Kenners.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them right here
Yeah.
next to these guys. I might move that
I like
R5
that.
over. Move
Yeah.
them to the right. But thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Of course, my dude.
Very cool gift. So first thing we'll talk about. I talked to Alex today.
Nice.
Old co-host of the podcast. Love Alex. If he was still here, he would still be a part of the show. It'd be you, me, and him. And I think that I honestly think that's the best version of the show
That'd be awesome.
because when we had him on, it was
That was so much
fantastic.
fun. Yeah.
He's just a wealth of knowledge, and he is going to be possibly drafted into the Schmodown. We talked about it today because he writes for Star Wars Newsnet. It's such, dude. It's so cool that he's doing it. I remember he said on the show, maybe he said to me off the show. It actually may have been at Celebration when we were doing all of our Celebration stuff. He was telling me, he goes, one day I just hope to get paid to talk Star Wars
Yeah.
or write Star Wars. I think he actually said write Star Wars.
To do anything Star Wars.
It's just cool, man. He's a good dude. I miss him so much. It's such a travesty that dude was that close to Galaxy's Edge and missed it.
Yeah, that's
Got to
true.
go to all the
I keep
panels.
forgetting that he never. Yeah.
He left in like April,
Dang.
March or April or something like that. February, March,
That's
April, something like
wild,
that.
man.
It's whenever
Half a year. Not even
Yeah.
half a year.
Not even. It was like 4 months. I mean, it was
I would've
very
been like-
upsetting. And think about how much torture it had to be for him too, because he's
Yeah.
a massive Star Wars fan.
I would have just told like
he
whatever.
worked for Disney at the time,
Yeah.
and was watching park panel presentations, knowing he can't go.
Yeah, I would have just told whoever was. I don't know the reason he moved, but.
He was on the college program.
Oh no,
Mm-hmm.
dude! You should just like crash on someone's couch for. Well, that'd be tough for months.
We had
that's
serious,
tough.
not
That's
serious,
tough.
but kind of serious talks about me and him getting married just to keep him here.
Right.
No joke.
Yeah. You've told me that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a joke. I'm
No.
not trying to be funny. We talked about it, but
Dang, it just.
it
I
just
wish he
didn't
could
work
have
out.
just for another 5 months got to.
we got. I don't want to say we got real close, but we got pretty close.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting. The second thing is, we talked last week about the boy band. the
Oh my
Kylo
gosh, and
Ren
someone on
Knights of
YouTube
Ren. Someone on
told us the
commented
comment.
It.
What was it?
I need to give him his proper
Crap.
credit.
Yes. Yeah. The name.
Because
You
the
texted me
name-
the name. You sent me a
I was
screenshot
like,
of this.
How the crap did we not?
Yeah.
think
I was
of
like,
this?
how
This
did
is
we not
so-
think of this? It's so
so
good.
perfect.
It's so good. Oh,
It's one of the best.
it was so good.
When I saw that pop up, I was like, "Come on!" It's
I laughed my ass off. It was so good.
Matt Narvarez, dude. I hope I said your last name right. I
Oh,
apologize if I didn't.
so
But
good.
he said, "Boys to Ren."
Boys are red.
How did we not think of that?
The way I'm laughing right now, like at least 5 minutes I laughed like this when you sent me that text.
I was eating it. I was eating it.
Boys are red.
I was eating. I think at the. No, I was waiting in line for Gideon's, and I got that, and I was like, Jesus Christ! How did we not
Nice.
think of that?
Right,
Such a
it's so
great-
easy. It's right there.
Such a good name.
Oh my
I love it.
goodness, man, that's so great.
And the big announcement of all the stuff we talked about on the last episode. It's a new thing we're starting. We finally got the kinks for the most part worked out. Of course, there's still going to be kinks, but we are going to start doing a weekly live stream every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central. You're going to see us promoting this a lot. Please join in. It looks fantastic.
It's insanely good.
Your brother Austin is going to be like the moderator of it.
I don't know how, man. I don't know how he does
crushed
it.
it
Yeah,
on a new level. Austin,
Yeah.
thank you so much, man.
he's
This
just
is
good at
so
everything
exciting.
he does. I don't understand it. He's
Like,
everything he does.
I'm serious. The first little bit of money we get off of these live stream people who donate, I think we need to give to him
Oh hell yeah,
for all the time he put into it because he put a lot of effort and stuff into it.
no
So,
question.
we're gonna be doing that stuff. So stay tuned. If you don't already, go on YouTube, subscribe to us over on YouTube, youtube.com/BradVentures, and subscribe there. That way you get notified when we go live because it's going to be happening once a week, probably for about an hour.
Give or take.
We're actually gonna try and do like actual segments for the live stream. Like the podcast itself is still gonna be us being silly and goofy, but I want the live
Yeah.
stream to be a little different than what we do on here because then it gives people a reason to watch, right?
Exactly.
So we might have segments. We might have like we'll talk after the show about what we want to add to it, but I kind of want to make it a little different feeling. So I don't know how you feel about
That's
that.
fair.
But
No,
kinda-
that's fair. That's
kinda
how it should
I
be.
think we
Yeah.
should probably at least start doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
But
like
I'm
you said,
excited about
it gives people a reason to want to see and hear both. It gives us a reason to want to do both, and it just makes it diverse, makes
We're
it
just doing
different.
the same thing twice a week. There's no and
Yeah,
it's not different. Why are we doing it?
Yeah.
Just on a live.
we don't want to waste
stream
your
version.
time.
No.
So yeah,
We don't waste anyone's time.
that's what I'm saying. We don't want to waste our people that watch and listen.
Yeah.
We don't want to waste our time.
So that's exciting. So please go do that. Brad, youtube.com/BradVentures. All right, man. What are we talking about?
Well, it's been a very slow week for
It's going
Star
to be a
Wars
shorter
news.
episode than normal, so just
The
for
biggest like Star Wars news this week was those stamps. Did you see those stamps?
Stamps are cool.
They're cool. I
kinda
kind of
want
want some. So yeah, like
Yeah. If I can get my hands on those, I think it'd be pretty cool.
It's funny though, because they're mostly are they all droids? They're all droids,
Yes, they're
but
droids,
no
yeah.
R5.
I thought the
Sad
same
omission,
thing.
very sad
I
omission.
don't know why. It's very odd.
And there's not BB9E. Like he's the only like quote evil or whatever droid we have. No BB9E.
yeah.
So
I don't know. It's a cool little thing that
It is cool.
that happened, but
it is cool.
I know people who there's probably people who still collect stamps, right? Like there has to be.
Oh, for sure.
I know it was like a big thing when it was kind of almost like a punchline when I was a kid.
Yeah,
They collect stamps, but like people do
Collect
collect
stamps.
stamps. Like it's no joke.
yeah. And we collect Star Wars things, so I mean, therefore, potentially we could collect those.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm.
it covers
I
two
would like to
collection,
get some. So if
two
anybody
fan
gets their
base.
hands on some, let me know. I'd like to. I don't know how you get your hands on those, but I'd like.
I imagine they sell them at like a post office or a.
I guess
I
right. I mean,
imagine.
it would have
What
to
is
be
this
where
like
you go.
1852? Like I don't.
Yeah, they go down
Yeah,
to
they
the
sell
Pony
them at the
Express,
post office. See?
and gonna go down and see if the guy behind the counter can give you some stamps so you can mail some letters to your best gal.
I love how we kind of both. You did it better because you have better voices. We both went like old time radio. Yeah.
Old time radio,
Yeah.
see? Yeah.
We just say "see" at the end.
We're
and you're
gonna
good.
go down here and get some stamps now for our best gal. Take it to the soda fountain, see?
Sounds like the Cuphead and Mugman or whatever it is. Sounds like that.
Cuphead and... to me, that sounds like the Dapper Dans.
Yeah, definitely does. Yeah,
Like, I know that they are a barbershop quartet, and, like, that's
Yeah,
what they're emulating.
based
but
on
it just kind of sounds like those people singing, which is odd. I wouldn't be surprised if they somehow...
could be
What are they doing now?
collecting
the Dapper Dans
stamps.
are still around.
Yeah, they're on the trolley
what
going
is
up
all
and
these
down.
other entertainment people doing? Actually, I know the answer to that question.
Nothing.
Want to hear us? Well, not this isn't entertainment,
Sadly,
customers,
nothing?
but this is sad. All right, so I was walking through World of Disney the other day with my niece, and I was wearing my Epcot Forever shirt because for my birthday, I got an early birthday present gift from Holly, and it's these black Adidas sneakers that have like purple around. They are.
I mean, you
dope.
got shoes last year for your birthday,
dope,
so
bro, they're so
Yeah.
dope, and it just matched the Epcot shirt perfectly. So I was just wearing the Epcot shirt, and the dude stopped me and he goes, "Hey man, I love your shirt." And I was like, "Oh, thanks, dude." He's like, "Did you like the show?" I was like, "Yeah, it was good." He goes, by the way, he's holding a stocking cart. He's like stocking shelves. He goes, I was one of the senior writers on the show.
What?
And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I helped write the show and create it and had it all. And I'm like,
What?
and I obviously didn't say this to the poor guy.
No,
but I was like, but now you're here stocking shelves at World of Disney, man. Like, there is nothing wrong with stocking shelves at Disney.
No, but how do you go from that to that?
But that's the thing. It's like, I'm more curious. How
I
you
would
go
love to see
from-
that process.
Yeah,
Just
like, oh, you wrote for the fireworks show. Cool. Now you're going to be stocking shelves at World of Disney.
jeez, how long
And,
did that?
I want to make sure everyone is perfectly clear. If you're a shelf stocker at World Disney,
No,
it's
heck
an
no.
important job. You have to have it.
Yeah.
And it's an honest, great way to make a living, and you get to work for Disney. But it's like, imagine if Tony Baxter is stocking the shelves at World of Disney.
Exactly,
I mean, it's
like-
not quite the same level, but
No,
he
but
worked with
it's that
Imagineering
same
to-
idea,
to-
same principle.
yeah, and just go. That's how bad
man.
COVID is hit right
How
now.
long did that show even run again? Was it October to March? I guess.
March, yeah.
Wow.
Did you ever see it?
Oh, yeah, I saw it like 5
Did
times.
you like it?
I liked it, except for the Aladdin part.
That's how I felt. I never got to see the kites very well.
Oh, you didn't? No, I love seeing the kites.
I saw them, but like I didn't.
I think I watched it in like 4 or 5 different locations, so I got to see like different views of it.
I only saw it
were
once
good.
in one location,
Huh.
and I was like, I think I'm pretty good. I think I need to see this again.
I think I cried every time. Pretty sure.
Really?
Just hearing Walt's voice in a park makes you cry.
That's why I used to love that part of the fireworks for Wishes,
Yeah.
or not. It wasn't Wishes.
Wait.
It was the show after Wishes.
I forget what it was called.
Well, I hope we never lose sight of one thing: is it was all started with a mouse.
Well, that quote's in, well, not right now because it's not running, but the magic of animation or whatever at studios.
Yeah, but this was at Magic Kingdom. It was, and it was the part of the projection part of the show
Yeah.
that was after Wishes, where it was Mickey in like a colorful wheel behind him. I remember.
I never got to see that live.
Really?
Yeah, I watched it on YouTube. It happened during that giant gap of time where I didn't come.
I liked that show.
Yeah, I
liked
did
it a
too.
lot. All right, let's talk some Star Wars, man. We talked a little bit of Disney up front, and I think we're actually going to start doing the Disney podcast again.
That'll be sweet.
You, me, Holly's going to get involved. It's going to be a party. I feel like we're in a good spot now where things are going to. It's interesting again.
Yeah.
Where everything was kind of going too well.
Right?
It's interesting now to kind of see
Yeah.
where the company's at and
I mean,
what's going to happen.
I don't know if you want to save it for then, but Jungle Cruise.
No,
that's,
let's talk
that's
about
a
it.
thing.
I mean, this is we obviously talk Disney too. It's no surprise. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I think it's perfectly fine. Like, it's if they were like, "Hey, we're taking out literally every scene and putting in Emily Blunt and The Rock before the movie's even out," I'd be like, "All right, let's not do that."
Yeah, because then
But-
if it goes south, well, you know they had that thing that they were going to do with Big Thunder Mountain with the Lone Ranger for a while, right?
Yeah,
There was like
that-
some plans about that, and then that movie flopped.
Yeah, even if that movie was good, I still wouldn't want
You
that.
heard about Army Hammer, right?
No,
You ever heard about this?
no.
Okay, so you know who the actor Army Hammer is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just
So
that much, though.
He got in some. I wouldn't say trouble.
I still haven't even seen Lone Ranger, so
I never saw it either. I've
Which
heard it's
su-
actually not a
which
bad
is-
movie.
really,
Yeah, I've heard it just didn't do well. but
that's
it wasn't a
weird
bad
that
movie.
I haven't seen it because I love Johnny Depp. So I haven't seen it, and it's better than people say, and it's Johnny Depp.
Oh, you
So-
know what? Maybe no. Sorry, so sorry. Yeah, that movie's terrible. The movie that people say is actually good is John Carter.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one
I
either.
haven't seen that one either.
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus, I think.
Yeah.
Is Lone Ranger on Disney Plus?
I believe so.
I need to watch it.
I do
I
too.
always wanted to see it, never saw it. So anyway, I don't want to say he got in trouble, but there was some controversy, quote unquote. He was DMing with some girl, and he told her he was a cannibal and wanted to cut her up into pieces and eat her and all kinds of
Man,
weird
no,
stuff.
I didn't see that. That's weird, man.
Very strange.
Maybe
but
don't
I-
say that or think that or no.
The
What?
problem with it is of course the person that did this didn't show their side of the conversation and
True.
deleted their messages.
Her side might have been just as weird.
But I don't
But
think I don't think that he's actually a cannibal. I think
No,
they
no,
probably
no.
got talking and he just got wrapped up in the moment and just
Yeah,
said
but-
some things.
no,
like
he's
maybe
not
he's following
literally.
her lead or something. I don't know.
Maybe, but he's not literally a cannibal. But
Definitely
still,
weird.
maybe don't think that. That's a weird
It's
thought.
also because like he said one of the things he said he's like I shot a deer, ran up after it, ripped its heart out, and ate it while it was still warm. I'm like, no, you didn't.
Even if he did,
You're
maybe
first
keep
off,
that to
he's-
yourself.
I've never heard that he hunts.
You
can't
maybe,
just shoot
sure.
a deer. It's not that easy. Like
Jeez.
I don't know, man.
That's some stuff.
it's a very
Yeah.
weird. It's a very weird situation. But
Yeah.
he's like I don't get why anyone cares as long as he's not hurting anyone.
Right.
And it was definitely something where like they were having a conversation about it.
Yeah. It
Why
wasn't
do you
just out of
care?
the blue. Like
Does this
it's,
mean he
it's
can't
weird
ever
no
work
matter
again?
what. But
He can't work again ever
yeah,
because of this
canceled.
conversation?
Yep, he's canceled. He's done.
But like,
Yep.
why? I don't think
Because that's
the
how it is.
case.
If you're not perfect, you can't work.
I mean, Angelina Jolie had a blood vial of Billy Bob Thornton's blood around her neck. That's weird.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's like
Google it.
That's perfect for Maleficent, though. Maleficent would do that.
It's like, so should she never work again because she's a little weird? Like, who cares?
What's it called when you're an actor? And that's method acting. That was for Maleficent. It's fine.
See, if I was him, I would say I was testing out a character that I was writing.
There you go. I feel like that's what's the guy that played the Joker in Suicide Squad? That's something he would do.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. He's a weirdo.
Yeah.
He like mailed used condoms and dead rats to people on set.
I heard that. Like Will Smith. Like, can you imagine Will Smith just opening his mail and be like, "What in the?"
I would beat his ass.
He would.
I'd be like,
I don't know how Will Smith
did.
didn't.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
That's so weird.
So,
How does that? I don't know.
I don't know. All right, let's talk Star Wars.
None of these actors are in Star Wars, so no transition at all.
No transition whatsoever.
Not so whatsoever. Have you heard what they're talking about with Mando season 3 starting filming potentially this April?
So does that mean it'll come out at the end of this year?
That'd be a stretch. I feel like
Why?
the timeline.
They filmed.
Like how long it's taken them to make season 1 and then the same amount of time to make season 2 would push it to like 2022. Like early 2022.
But no, didn't they start filming in like February last time around for season 2?
No, it wasn't that late, was it?
They only filmed for 52 days.
Seriously? Holy crap, I didn't know that. Then maybe, February, maybe.
Wait, am I thinking of something else? What am I thinking of? What did I just watch was 52? Oh, that was completely wrong. That was the making of Schitt's Creek. Never mind. That was season 6 of 50.
Oh, they did
days.
season 6 in 52 days. I was
Yeah.
like, they did the whole series?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. That's what I was
Wow.
watching. I was like,
Okay.
I got that confused with something else.
I mean, they're both equally good television, just different ways.
Completely different.
But that would also kind of make sense, though. If Book of Boba Fett is set to come out December of 2021, that would push back Mando to 2022, which is still early 2022. But
So we are definitely not getting Mando season 3 this year.
correct.
That just
Initially,
proves
we were
my
supposed to.
theory that we are getting a time jump.
I hope so, and I think so too. Especially now, because like Grogu's out of the picture for now. He's coming back, but he's out of the picture for now, so a time jump is perfect.
Would you be opposed if they killed Grogu?
Would I be opposed if they did?
Mhm.
And it's off screen and we don't like see it. I don't want to see him die, like obviously, but like I don't know. It all depends how they do it. We've always said that. Like if it's done well and it makes sense and it fits, yeah. But if it's just like some random dude killed him and it wasn't meaningful and like nothing came of it and there was no reason to it, like no. I'd be okay with it, but it has to make sense. It has to be done right.
Yeah. I'm oddly okay with it.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to see it. Like, I don't need to see him get stabbed with a lightsaber.
Well, if it's a violent death, I definitely don't want to see it because that's
Yeah.
messed up. I don't want to see it. Even if he's 100, well, they wouldn't do a 50-year time jump.
No.
So either way, he's still going to be at the very least like a
65.
toddler. Yeah, I definitely don't want to see a violent death. That'd be so messed
Just
up.
decapitate him.
Ugh,
And he, like, falls down.
that'd be so funny after getting 5 Disney. Well, I guess 3 Disney Star Wars movies without any like amputations or like loss of
Oh,
limb
yeah.
to get like Grogu's head cut off. That would be
I
such
never thought about that. Yeah,
There's no loss of limb.
loss of limbs.
no.
Is it? And that's the only 3 movies that. Well, there's nothing in Rogue. Nothing Disney. I wonder if that's like a
Solo
Disney
does
rule.
though. Chewie rips off 2 guys' arms or 1 guy's arms.
You don't see it though, do you?
You see him like holding the arms for like half a second.
Well,
and then,
remember the Mandalorian thing? The dude gets cut in half.
That's true. So it's just the main saga films.
Why?
And I guess Rogue One. I mean, Vader cuts up some dudes in Rogue One.
Here's my thing. I've said this before about other stuff. Yo, if you're a company buying the show of another studio, you can't then say, we want to continue to do that, but it doesn't fit with our corporate image. No.
Then why'd you buy it?
Then why'd you buy it?
Yeah.
We know why you bought it. It's because of money. But you can't change things like that just because Mickey Mouse is the mascot. I really hope when he's public domain, they kind of move away from that.
Is that going to
whole
happen
thing.
for sure though?
Has to. It's they're copyright laws.
Doesn't it just? Don't they just keep pushing it back and pushing it back somehow? Like, because it's
I
come
think-
up multiple times, but then never happened.
They must have some serious pull.
Yeah. I mean, he's from 1928, so we're what, 7 years short, or 93 years of Mickey Mouse right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what's about the other day?
That's
We're about
insane.
to hit the 50th anniversary of Disney World.
It's months away.
Possible
Months away.
that we survive to see the 100th anniversary.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, it is.
I mean, I'd be 80.
That'd be crazy because that
Be
means we also
82.
saw the 75th, obviously. So that means we both saw 25, 50, 75, and 100.
I was also thinking about this the other day. I was talking to
Don't
another.
make it's kind of creepy. It's like a little
Right?
morbid to think about.
Well, think about this. We've already experienced the 25th,
yeah,
and we're here at the 50th.
about to do the 50th. Wow,
That's wild.
that is.
That's wild.
I'm not that old. Like you're not that old. We're not that old, but like
I'll be God, I can't even say it.
yeah,
I'm gonna be 32 in a few weeks, man.
yeah. I'll be 28 in a few weeks.
38. 28 is not 30 is the one that hurts.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Can't wait.
Because it's like, oh God, I'm not 20 something anymore.
That's a good point.
It just
It just
feels like
sounds-
it just feels older. I don't know
That's
why.
a good point.
It's the only birthday that's bothered me. Like I've had
Really?
other birthdays that were like that hit me for other reasons, but like that was the one that I was just like, oh man, I'm getting old.
No,
Getting old. This
I
is
can
it.
see that. That makes sense.
But,
I'm spending my birthday this year on Batu.
I am doing the same thing. I have a.
You did
August
last
camp,
year
yeah.
though, so like it's not that awesome, man. Like, come on.
Didn't you?
No, I was at Magic Kingdom for my birthday last year.
That's your fault.
No, it's not. It was my work's fault.
You could go to Magic Kingdom, but not.
Yeah, Studios was closed. I went to Magic Kingdom for like an hour.
How was it closed?
They closed early that night or something.
Oh, you went like after work.
yeah,
on
I was
your,
at I was
okay.
at Kingdom for an hour. I
was
did
like, stupid work didn't let me. I almost said where you work.
right.
Stupid work.
Well, it's fine that day. I don't care.
No, I
then.
meant now.
No, now. It's whatever.
Stupid didn't let me work, and I thought I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. So you
No, so I
still went
did.
to
I
work?
just did Haunted Mansion and Pirates, and that was the day. But at that time, those are my two favorite attractions. So
Yeah.
it was fine.
I was also thinking about this. Are they going to start using the Mandalorian? And we don't agree with this, but like, and I'm using this term as someone who's trying to say this as a neutral observer. Are they going to use the Mandalorian to try to fix the sequels?
Well, like, I don't like fix is the wrong word. Fix is what the people that don't like the sequels
That's
would
what I'm
say.
saying. That's why I'm saying as a neutral observer.
Yeah, yeah. If you're one of those people, fix, I guess you would say, and I would say yes, but I don't. It's not called fixing to me. It's enhancing. It's like.
Do you think that the creators of the Mandalorian like the movies?
I don't think they dislike them. They're probably like, they enjoy them, but like it's nothing like Filoni is too heavily involved with. It's like it's not like his characters. Like there's no Ahsoka except for a little voice of Ahsoka. So like, I mean, there's Clone Wars characters that speak to Rey, but like still, it's not like his thing. So I'm sure he liked it. I'm sure like Favreau liked it, but it's not really their thing. I feel like, because Favreau definitely feels more of like a prequels guy. I don't know why to me. He just feels like
to
it.
me, he feels original trilogy.
Well, that too, like original and prequels. And then, like,
it's
Filoni is just so hardcore invested in Clone Wars and Rebels, obviously, for good reason. But I feel like this is, like, what he did with Clone Wars. The good parts of Clone Wars make the prequels a little bit better. So I think he's going to take Mando and use that to make the sequels even better.
Yeah.
It's the same idea. It's the same principle. So I think they're going to enhance the sequels. They won't fix them. They won't
Mhm.
erase them,
So
obviously.
that's the word I would use too, but I was just
Enhance, and there's another one, like, I'm trying to think, like, just when something goes with something, it's just like I can't think of another synonym.
meld together.
Kinda, but I can't think
Mesh
of
the
it.
two
Enhance
together.
is the best one to probably use.
Yeah.
It already has. Like even if we got nothing else, I think it already did a good job.
Yeah.
I think like we're fine. But
I think it was just that moment with Luke was just that's literally like when now that episode's happened, when I think of the Mandalorian, that's where my brain goes.
yeah, same.
Right?
Like what was it before that? What was like the defining moment before that? Was it Gideon stepping out of his TIE fighter?
No, for me it was Cobb Vanth. Because I was
Okay.
like, oh, they're really like that should have been like a hint to us that
Yeah.
anything's possible.
Yeah. Like if for one, we have to do our rewatch where we do our like commentary.
Yeah, I
But
didn't get a
then-
chance to do it when I like my rewatch when I said I was going to watch them again.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a chance to do it.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten to read a sentence of High Republic.
Dang, you've been sitting on that sadly for like 2 weeks.
It's driving me nuts, man.
It's not because it's not
I
good. You
keep
love
passing. I'm the next after this. I gotta read this week because the second I get the Claudia Gray book.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna chew through that book. I know it.
it. Oh yeah.
but it's definitely not because the book's not good. I just don't have time. I'm gonna start doing audiobooks, I think, because like times when I'm driving, like, I can't read, but I drive a lot, so I'll be able to listen while I'm driving. I don't know. I've said that like 30 times, but I like having the book.
Right.
I just like it, but I'm also running out of bookshelf space, so it doesn't really make sense to do it that way anymore.
But like, I really want to go back and just do like, I don't know what to really call it, like a retrospective of season 2, and that's like a key thing. Is like once you see that Cobb Vanth thing, that just shows you where season 2 is gonna go. You're like,
anywhere.
They brought him in, they can bring anybody in, and they did.
They did.
They used that as a jumping off point to be like, okay, you ready for this? Well, then anything can happen from now.
It was so inside baseball that I was
Yeah.
I was so surprised they led the season with that. But it
Yeah,
made
that's a good
sense because
point.
they had to do the Boba Fett thing. But
Yeah.
but just like that's so. It's almost like I bet you money. I bet you money. John Favreau had no idea who Cobb Vanth was.
I would
And
agree
he
with that.
probably
I would
went to
agree.
Lucasfilm and was like, I want to do Boba Fett season 2. Well, you can't because this character. Okay, well, I want to bring him back.
He's like, here's how
would we-
you get
would we-
to Boba Fett is you have to go through this guy
this
first.
character, and then
Yeah.
because we've established that.
And that's literally how
And he
the
was like,
season
okay,
went
cool.
and how Mando went. You had to go through Cobb to get to Boba. Like that's how it
I
goes.
do have one gripe from season 2, and it's not about the show itself. It's about the merchandise supporting the show.
Oh jeez.
We have got to stop getting baby Grogu stuff. I keep saying Yoda. We got to
Yeah.
stop getting Grogu
It's such a
merch
hard 180. We went from nothing to everything. Yeah.
Like, there's no Cobb Vanth. Why is there not a
No.
Cobb Vanth action
No,
figure?
heck yeah.
Why is there not a new Boba Fett action figure? It's all Grogu.
Oh, don't say that though with Boba. Give him time. That'll be another 0 to 100.
But I feel like it would have happened already.
I don't know. How long did it take for Grogu?
Not a long time.
We went
Because
from
I actually
nothing.
remember being like, wow, they don't have a ton of stuff. Remember? I was like, they don't have a ton of stuff for Baby Yoda. It's pretty
Yeah.
interesting. And then now, like, the entire Star Wars store on Main Street at Hollywood, or on Hollywood Boulevard when you walk in, it's all
Keystone Clothers.
Keystones
now.
is all Baby Yoda stuff
yeah.
now.
Yeah, it is. There's no Galaxy's Edge stuff
There's
there
very,
anymore. Like
very,
yeah.
very little.
Yeah.
Like, there's the Dejeric wall.
Yeah, it's like half a section.
There's nothing after that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I
But
don't
like
know.
the whole
It's just,
and
I
that's-
just want a Cobb Vanth action figure. That's all I'm saying.
heck yeah. Well, I'm happily amazed we got a Moff Gideon. That's why I
Yeah,
snagged
me
that.
too.
Like, yeah, that was sick.
That's got to be new because I check all the time over those action figures.
I know. That's why I shocked too. I was like, well, I was just at your house last
That's
week
awesome.
and I didn't see one, so okay, I'm good. I'm set.
I love it. Thank you.
And that's what Taylor kept asking. She's like, "Do you sure he doesn't have one? You sure?" And I'm like, "I didn't see one. I haven't." But I'm
Yeah.
like, it's obviously a good thing, and I'm almost at that point now where it's like it's hard to get gifts for guys like us because it's like you more than me.
Because I just
You just buy
if
it
I
as soon as
want.
you see it, you get
Like
it.
Holly has a tough
Yeah.
time buying stuff for me because like
Yeah,
she literally like she had me pick my shoes out for my birthday. It's like, which one's you like, this one, this one? And I was like, why? She's like, just answer. And I'm like, is this for our birthday? She's like,
yeah,
yes. And I was like,
Yeah.
those.
yep,
But they're awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm hard to buy for because, like I said, just if I see it, I buy it because I've learned the lesson too many times, especially with Disney stuff.
I
It's
keep
like,
learning it, and you keep saying, "Yeah, I told you," and I'm like, "I know you did."
there
but-
was something the other day that I wanted. Oh, the little Polynesian statue.
Oh yeah, I did
And I
see
had
that.
it in my hand, and I
Yeah.
put it back, and it is gone and sold
Oh.
out now. The
I
fucking
was at the
Polynesian
Poly
statue.
yesterday, and I knew it was gonna be gone, but I looked for those Nautilus, the tiki
Gone.
like bowls. They were
Mhm.
gone. I assumed they would.
I was
It's been
there
like a
today, too.
month.
I was like, dude, there's nothing better than hanging out in the Polynesian.
Oh my gosh, dude! Yeah, we went to Kona yesterday. That Tonga toast.
I had Tonga toast this morning.
Oh my gosh, that thing is amazing.
Told you. Did you
It's
get the
so-
strawberry compote that they?
Hell yes, I got the
dude.
strawberry. Come on,
Bro,
come on.
so good. It's the
Yeah,
best.
it's like eating. It's basically just dessert for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you could put ice cream on this and have dessert. Like it's the same thing.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
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 Easily.
I'm like, why? I'm not opposed to it, but it's dessert for breakfast.
It's like half a loaf of bread too.
It's so big.
It's so
it's so
massive.
big. Yeah. Yeah, it's filling.
Did we talk last week about all the discrepancies in the visual dictionary? We did, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else did you want to bring up?
I mean, we got through that, but it like just talking about Mando, like your defining image is now Luke. In
What
a
was
good
it
way, I
before?
agree.
It was probably the Cobb Vanth thing.
So
yeah.
okay, that's from season 2. Like, what do you think from season 1? It's so hard to.
Um.
Season 1 isn't that iconic. I feel like it's just weird to say. I mean,
no, I would think probably it would be episode 3.
okay,
Just that him trying to get back.
and the
So
whole
the
Mandalorians coming to his aid in the rescue.
No, to me it's literally just him fighting those guys and to get back to the child.
Okay, well,
I
yeah,
don't know why, but like I've always said, it felt like the Dark Knight.
It does. It's because it's dark, like the way it's shot, the lighting. It's very similar, very similar. I'd probably say, in a way, it's almost like the Cobb Vanth thing. It's when you see Gideon come out with a darksaber, you're like, wow, this is kind of nerdy.
Yeah.
A darksaber?
Yeah.
Like, most people are like, whoa, a black lightsaber. It's like,
Yeah.
it's not a black lightsaber.
It's
like,
not.
Yeah.
But see, now with the High Republic, I think there might just be black lightsabers now.
There could be. Which would
because
be
I
sick.
don't know what that's about.
I don't know.
I'm very curious. Oh, I also bought
Yeah.
the kids' book.
Oh, you did?
I
That's
haven't
right.
read it yet because I'm reading it. I'm going to wait to read it with the kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cute.
Nice.
I flipped through the pages. It looks really cool.
That
It
is
stars the I forget the character name, but it's the Wookiee Jedi.
Oh, I just saw it today. I was just looking at it.
He's
Crap.
cute.
I forget his name.
Yeah, he's cute. I like
Yeah.
him. But yeah, man, it's the High Republic's fun. It's way more fun than I thought it would be, and it's way more interesting than I thought it'd be. And like we said, we'll probably. Pretty sure I said on the show, like I'm sure I'll change my mind on it once I start reading it, and I
Yeah.
did, and I'm glad.
Yeah. Like, because we want to like everything Star Wars.
Yeah.
So
It
when you
just feel like
do like it, it's good.
My only complaint was that I feel like it didn't go far back enough.
Yeah.
Because the whole
Yeah.
quote is for 1,000 generations.
So we still
So
haven't even
why
seen.
are you?
We've seen what? One generation still?
Yeah.
Yeah,
2
we haven't
generations
seen
that- I mean,
Maybe two, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
Jeez. Yeah.
go back further.
Yeah.
Because if you go back farther enough, because even now like Yoda plays a part in this,
Right.
and it's like I would rather him not be there. And it's
Exactly.
not that I'm knocking on the character. I love Yoda, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, it would just be really cool if it just kept just further back. Like if you had these the same exact characters that just didn't know who Yoda was, and it was 500 years before.
Yeah.
Then
You could easily do that.
I mean, Yoda could still be around. Put it 1,000 years before.
Yeah.
1,000 years before, where there's nothing. I think it just would have been more interesting.
Definitely
Even
would
if
be.
even if it's the exact same stories. Just
And
to
they
have
could
the-
do. They could use the same character names, the same stories,
Mhm.
just no Yoda in a different time period.
See, the thing about Star Wars that's interesting is like, and it kind of goes for any medium. Like there's rumor that they're going to be doing a Harry Potter show. Now I don't know
They've
if
been saying that for like 10 years though, and it never happens.
it needs to
So-
happen.
Does it
with
though?
I think I'm telling you, man. I bet you I could get into that more than I could get into. Even if it's just retelling the books, they would have more time,
Yeah.
and it would be more in depth. Because I know that the people
Yeah.
praise the movies, but like now with the movie budget, think about like if you could do what all you can do visually now if they filmed it with like the volume.
That would be perfect for that, really.
I mean, perfect.
Well, yes and no, because like that's kind of the one of the many problems I have with it is like it just takes place in one building. It's like the whole movie's in like a school.
Yeah, but
And that's it.
The setting is that it takes place in a school.
I know, and that's my problem with it. It's like it's so boring. You know, like
It's
there's.
not boring.
I think it is. I can't.
Okay.
It's
why,
just-
why is
I-
it? Why
I
is it that
can't-
it takes place in a
it's-
school? Make it boring.
Well, not the fact that it's just a school. It's just one location for 12 movies or whatever.
But that's not true because they go other places and stuff.
It's like the outside of the school, the inside of the school, the bathrooms of the school. It's so weird to me that there's scenes in a bathroom. Like, it's so weird. But
The weirdest part is when you go to Universal and you see that.
I've heard about that. I never went in the bathrooms when I was there.
Really?
But
Oh,
one of the
it's
characters talks
Moaning
to you
Myrtle?
in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
She
interesting.
doesn't talk to you,
Yeah.
but it's just her audio's there.
Yeah, it's a little odd. I'd much rather listen to DJ Rex when I'm in the bathroom.
Me too.
So I guess that's not as odd because his audio's in the bathroom. So it's fine. Can't really knock that, but they both make sense. That's where I heard the Halcyon advertisement in universe.
I heard it last time I was there.
Now they play it outside though, just walking around. I've heard it pass in Ronto.
Really?
Yeah.
That little spot right there under the bridge by Ronto is a cool little spot because you can hear
Yeah,
DJ Rex.
that's
can
like
hear
the loudest music. Is
Yeah.
there. It's so weird. Like the rest of the land is basically like
audio,
just soundscape.
sounds. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like under that bridge by Ronto is DJ Rex plus soundscape.
But it makes sense because you're like in a marketplace. There would
Yeah,
be
it totally
some sort
makes
of
sense.
music going.
Yeah.
Like when you go to a store, it's not quiet.
No, and like even like the Salju's garage by that same bridge has like a radio that plays transmissions from DJ Rex.
It's like it makes sense.
Yeah, like you'd be having a radio playing music.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a garage especially.
Yeah, totally.
I can't get Ogas though for my birthday. I keep looking. I look like 3 times a day.
That
I'm gonna
sucks.
get one. I keep looking. I'll get one.
We'll figure it out. I'll keep looking for
Yeah.
you too when you can't.
We got Mama Melrose though, so that's
Nice.
a plus. I haven't ate there. Last time I was with you guys there was the last time I was there. So that's been
That
like,
was a while ago.
that's been months and that's been like 5 months.
No.
More than that?
5 months would put us at like August,
I'm bad at math apparently.
right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, it would. Hasn't been that long.
No.
No.
I thought it was in December, dude.
No, not December. Definitely not December. It's been a while, but in between those times, I'm excited for that.
Been a while.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
You got any other notes we can talk? So we can talk stuff.
I'm sure.
There's really not a lot going on. This was just kind of a. We got together to do the live stream test, and we're like, let's just do an episode just to put one out.
Right. Do you think that we're ever going to find out where the hell and why the hell Grogu was in that building to start season 1? Was he being held captive? Was he being studied?
He was a part of a bounty.
But why the hell was he there? Did somebody? How'd he get there? Like, who stole him? When they steal him, or did they steal him? Like,
I see what you mean.
Like, why is he there? Like, what the hell's happening?
I think it would be interesting if you found out somehow that he went, because he would know Yoda.
Yeah.
If he was leaving the temple on Coruscant and was headed to Dagobah, and then Yoda's passing kind of derailed that.
It could happen.
He was kind of just floating around. I don't know.
I mean, Grogu's name is on one of the holocrons that has a list of every Force-sensitive being in the galaxy.
Wait,
so
where?
They don't say it in Clone Wars. They don't say the word Grogu, but in Clone Wars, there's a holocron that has a list of every Force-sensitive child.
Oh. I thought you meant his name popped up. I was like, that's some...
No, that'd be awesome, but no. So,
but that would just mean they chose that name to be him.
That's true. But by that logic, his name is in that holocron, so somebody knew that maybe, and maybe it was a surviving Jedi, or maybe it was a guardian of the will or something, maybe hid him there, or was keeping him safe there, keeping care of him.
Okay, let's do this. Let's say I give you creative control to come up with a comic book that's like the origins of Grogu.
Okay.
What do you do?
The rise of Grogu.
What do you grow
It has
do?
to have rise.
What do you grow do?
What do I grow do? I can guarantee you're gonna have a better one for this because your stories are off.
I haven't thought of anything yet. So
No,
that's why I'm deferring to you to let you go first.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. That scares me.
I'm trying to think of what I would do.
I don't know if there's any Guardians even left at this point because obviously Chirrut and Baze are dead. They're the only two prominent.
Was Baze technically a guardian of the will?
He was. Yeah,
he
was at once because Chirrut says it. He's like, Baze Malbus was once the most devout of us all.
Does he?
Yeah.
No, I gotta go back.
And Baze, he falls out of belief with it. So they're the most prominent two, obviously. So if I'm just gonna say for the sake of my story, there's at least one Guardian of the Will still around. And somehow, like you said, we'll tie it into Yoda. They were in contact with Yoda, and Yoda was like, go grab this holocron that's still on Coruscant, and it has names of possible Force users that could still be alive. If you can find them, just try to keep them safe. And then it's not that exciting, but it's perfect for a little comic. He could fight off an Inquisitor maybe, who knows, and that's just what happened.
I don't think you need to.
Or it could be Jocasta Nu maybe involved. That'd be cool.
Here's what I would do. I would have a Jedi we don't know yet, and hear me out
Another survivor.
Yes, but hear me out. That survivor takes him with him, and that's how he learns the Force and keeps his Force abilities there.
Yeah.
And that guy knows that Yoda's on Dagobah. Okay. And so when this guy passes away in between episode 4 and 5, he then goes to find Yoda, and a bounty hunter gang picks him up on Dagobah, and then that's how he's kind of got human trafficked from that point on. And then they find out that he's Force sensitive, and then they sell him to Dr.
Well, at some point,
or to whoever's there to get him. That's what I would do.
That Grogu has to get back on the remnant of the Empire's scopes, so they would have to pick up that holocron. Maybe I'm stuck on this holocron, so maybe I'm just focusing on it too much. But
how do we know that they even gave a shit about that holocron? Didn't they burn the Jedi Temple?
Well, they did, but in the Clone Wars also, there's an arc that's called Holocron Heist.
That's the Cad Bane one.
Yeah, I forget who pays Cad Bane, but Cad Bane goes in and steals some holocrons. Is it Dooku? It's probably Dooku.
I think you're right.
So some Sith is really trying to get... Check. It's probably ultimately Palpatine, because Palpatine does try to clone Force-sensitive babies in another arc. So Dooku and or
Palpatine. Maybe Palpatine just knows.
Yeah. Well... Yeah, he would have access
And he
to
sends
the,
bounty
well,
hunters to...
he wouldn't have access himself to those holocrons because only Jedi have access to it. But at one point, Dooku was a Jedi, so maybe Dooku knows, and Palpatine asks Dooku. So, but it can... We could do like an amalgamation of those two. Like, it doesn't have to be a surviving Jedi. It could just be a Guardian of the Will that goes to go get Yoda on Dagobah, and he gets there and he's dead. And then he gets picked up by bounty hunters, like you're saying. Either way, I think that's a good story. I like that. Either way. Even if it is a Jedi, it's fine.
I think you have to have him with a Jedi. It's the only thing that makes sense for him to be his age and still know how to use the Force.
That's fair. I mean, there were 10,000 Jedi alive before Order 66. So we've talked about it before. Like, even if 100 survive, that's still a pretty good kill count to kill that many and have 100 survive. And what is it now? It's less than 15 that we officially know survived.
Yeah, here's the thing too, though. Like, could those Jedis like have to turn themselves off from the Force? They wouldn't know who else is out there, because then if they were, they would be able to be tracked by the Sith, right?
Well, see, and that's where the Obi-Wan thing gets confusing, because we know Obi-Wan's not going to cut himself off from the Force.
But he kind of did. I mean,
But then how does he commune with Qui-Gon if he's not connected to the Force? Because he's going to commune with Qui-Gon. He has to.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
No?
No.
Then this show is not going to be good. Like, that has to happen.
Oh, come on.
That has to happen. If that never happens once in, what is it, 6
Liam
episodes?
Neeson said he hasn't been contacted about doing the show. I mean, he could just be saying that.
Yeah, but Sasha
I
Banks
feel like-
also said she's only in one episode of Mandalorian, and she was in like 3. So, like,
To be fair, the way they shoot those things, you never know how it's gonna end up.
yeah,
So they could have been like, this is all for one episode. Because
Yeah.
you're on different shoot days. You don't know.
that's a good point. So either way, there was a lie
Because I know
involved.
you only get the script that you're in.
Yeah. But either way, there was a lie involved somewhere down the line. So they have to, though. Like, if that doesn't happen, I guess I guess Obi-Wan Kenobi can still be good, but it won't be as good as it could be if they don't have a Qui-Gon.
You don't
connection.
need Qui-Gon. You don't need him. It'd be a
No?
cool. You don't need him.
Oh my gosh.
Because that's not the story. The story's
No.
not him hanging out talking to Qui-Gon. The
Correct.
story is I'm telling you, the story is gonna be. If it's anything other than this, I would be shocked. We've talked about this before. For new listeners, this is my thought. Old listeners, I'm sorry. You've heard this 1,000 times. But I'm telling you, they're going to have him find out that Darth Vader is Anakin, and he's going to try one last time to save him. I'm telling you. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have Qui-Gon
What
in that story.
What motivates him to save him? At the end of Revenge of the Sith, he's like, "You're my brother. I loved you. Like, we're done. Like, that's it." But Qui-Gon firmly believes he's the chosen one.
Ahsoka could go up to him after that fight and say, "How could you not tell me that Anakin was Darth Vader?" And he'd be like, "What?" It could be
Like,
anything.
who, though?
It could be what? Who? I said Ahsoka.
Ahsoka doesn't know that at this point.
Yes, she does. This is right
She
before.
doesn't find that out until Rebels. This is before Rebels.
No. The show's not before Rebels,
Yeah, it is. It's 10 years after Revenge.
which is before Rebels, right?
Not at that point in Rebels.
Rebels is before 4.
Leia's like almost 15 in Rebels. So that means it's at least 15 years after Revenge of the Sith.
This is where this timeline shit gets picky because you don't
Yeah.
know.
It can't be Ahsoka, though. It
Can't
just
be
can't.
Ahsoka if that's
No.
the case.
It has to be Qui-Gon. Because in the book Master and
Ahsoka
Apprentice,
reaching out to him.
in the book Master and Apprentice, like, Qui-Gon is so focused on all the prophecies and all the
I
that stuff.
I
know you want it to.
want him,
Yeah.
but I don't go as far as you do to say you need him. I don't think you need him.
I think we do.
I think it'd be really dope if he's in there.
It also helps people figure, or not people, I mean, it also helps, like, in universe, it's like, how the hell does Obi-Wan become a Force ghost? It's like, his master is the first person
sure.
to ever do it,
Mhm.
and if his master is going to teach him how to do it, because his master taught Yoda how to do
just
it.
changed my mind. You need Qui-Gon.
Yeah, you have to.
I didn't even consider that.
But he would
Yeah, you have to
also
have Qui-Gon.
he would also help Obi-Wan, like, convince Obi-Wan to try to save Vader one more time. Because in the prequels, like,
You know what?
Qui-Gon really wants Anakin.
I just did
Obi-Wan's
a
like, we
complete
don't need
180,
him.
bro. You are 100% right.
Yeah,
When
like,
you
I
start
think
talking
it
about the
has to
prophecy
happen.
and stuff.
Yeah, because in Master and Apprentice, like, prophecies are the thing.
I showed you the meme that I made, didn't I?
I think so.
It was the Anakin as a young boy talking to Qui-Gon. I don't want to be in any trouble
Oh,
or
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
And he goes, you won't. And then it's the monkey doing like the eyes.
Yeah, like
Like, whoops.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be every episode. It doesn't have to be like 30 minutes. But if it's just like one conversation with them, that's all it needs. And I'm okay with that. That's what it probably should be. Because then it's limited series. We know that. Did they say 6 episodes?
I heard 6 episodes,
I've heard that
hour-long
too.
episodes each.
I've heard that too. So I'll go with it, but I don't know if it's official.
It's not official till you're watching it on Disney Plus.
True.
Speaking of Disney Plus, if you watch, then we'll wrap this up because there's not a ton of stuff to talk about. Are you watching WandaVision?
I still haven't watched a minute of WandaVision.
Really, I haven't watched.
I'm
I
going
don't
to.
care.
Like I barely
I honestly
care.
don't care.
I barely care.
I
But
know there's probably going to be a moment in the show
yes.
where you go, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
But my thing is, why couldn't you make that 2 episodes in? Why
Or
are we
why not-
7 episodes?
Why not
in
just
for
make it
this?
like a 70-minute like mini movie or something like that and be fine. That's it. But
It's just odd to me.
I think that's a testament to the status of the show that we're like 4 or 5 episodes in, maybe 3. And
I
it's
haven't
been,
watched the third
It's
episode
been
yet.
what, like 3 or 4 weeks? 3 weeks?
They've dropped the first 2 episodes the first week, and
So
then
it's been-
this past week was episode 3.
Okay, so
And
it's
then
every
this
Friday.
coming Friday. It's gonna
So
be
it's been
episode 4.
almost 3 weeks, and I'm on the internet every day, and I haven't been quote spoiled.
But why? But
So
the reason you haven't been spoiled is because there's
there's
nothing to spoil.
Exactly, and that's a testament to the show.
No, it's a testament
Where-
that nothing's going on
That's
in
what
the
I'm saying.
show.
That's what I'm saying. It's a testament to there's nothing there yet. So I'm gonna
My
watch it
question
eventually.
is, how do you drag this out
Yeah.
for 8 episodes and
Yeah.
keep it interesting? Because the thing is about the show is very strange because it's good at being a fake sitcom, and you get invested into what's happening in the show like you would a sitcom, but you know in the back of your head the whole time you're watching it's like, why? What is this?
Yeah. That's my problem with the whole time travel and multiverse, and it's like, okay, but is this the main timeline? No? Okay, I don't care. Is
But
this
what
the
does
main universe?
timeline mean? Are the stuff that's going on?
Well, if they go
on Earth
comic-y with it,
626 or whatever it is,
616. If they go comic-y with it.
626 is Stitch.
Stitch, yeah. If they go comic-y with it, yeah, it'll be 616, and that's the only timeline I'm ever going to care about. Because it's
That's the
technically
one-
like the one we live in, quote. Like, so that's the only one I care about. So, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't need the show. It's
Nah,
it's
I'll
odd
watch
to
it.
me that Marvel people are into it because it's just there's nothing
Because
going
Marvel's the greatest thing
on.
ever.
But Marvel does tie in well,
Yes.
and that's what's missing from this for me right now.
Yeah.
Again, I'll probably come back and
It's
at
going
the,
to.
at the
It
end of
has
the
to.
show and be like, "Holy shit, that was amazing!"
Yeah.
But until then,
But why can't
I
you keep
don't
me
care.
captivated the whole time? And then
Why
make me
can't there
go,
be
holy
little-
cow, it's
there
amazing.
are little nuggets, but I mean, you got to dig deep like we do on stuff.
And see,
to,
that's
like-
the thing. Like, my fandom is not as deep Marvel. It's close. It's probably like 90% Marvel to this.
I'm like 75 in.
So, yeah. That's still
a
pretty
lot
good,
of the
though.
movies are boring.
I agree with that. I've only got like 5 that I made sure I brought down here with me when I moved.
Can we do
So it's
something
like-
real quick and then we'll wrap
Yeah.
this up? Let's go over every MCU movie.
I think we've done something similar before.
Have we with all of them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I think we ranked this like, okay, what would you call great? What would you call good? What would you call like bad? Is that what we did last
But
time?
wasn't it? It's not, a lot of it's not good.
Yeah, there was like, what, 3 great maybe?
Oh, I remember this episode.
Yeah.
we did this already.
Yeah. But I'm curious to see, like, well, I'm probably not going to be able to go back and listen and remember, but like the great ones, like what? Infinity War?
I would say both Avengers.
Endgame, to
Endgame.
me, though, that's the time travel. And it just like, that's what I'm like, it's not as great. Like,
But here's the thing.
it has great moments and great
but-
scenes.
Okay, but hang on. But if you're talking about that being a reason you don't like it, then you kind of can't like any of the Marvel stuff because it's all going to have to do with time travel. And it's all going to be...
From now on, it will be, but like
No,
it
but
didn't.
everything is going to be in play now because there's time travel.
Exactly.
So every...
and that's
but see, then you can't like it if you don't like time travel.
I can like things before this whole time travel happened.
But those stories are going to play into time travel now.
That's true.
Don't think for a second Captain America is not coming back.
No, there's been rumors of that. Have you seen that
He's-
this week? There's
No,
rumors of
but
how
I
they can bring
guarantee
Captain
you
back.
They're going to
Yeah.
bring both of them back, especially now.
Look, Iron Man is my favorite character, and I cry every time I watch him pass away in Endgame, all 10 times or whatever. But I don't
You've
want
seen
him to
it
come
10
back.
times?
Yeah,
Saw it twice. That's it. So
I don't want him to come back. He's my favorite character, but don't bring him back because there's no way to make it where I like it that he comes
Now,
back.
here's the
There's no way.
argument for Star Wars with that. What about the Emperor? Does it negate Vader's choice?
Completely different universe. It's not a, quote, real world. Like, I don't live in Star Wars. Like, I wish I did, obviously, but, like, it's not real. Like, Marvel's pretending to be real.
Oh, Marvel's real?
It's pretending to be real. Like, so then you start throwing in...
Yeah, it takes place in New York. And
Yeah. So, like, I don't want things that can never, ever happen to happen. Aside from, like, it's all suspension of disbelief. It's what it comes down to. Like, some people can look past different levels. Obviously, I can accept superheroes. That's the point of the superhero universe. But, like, time travel to me is just somehow different. I don't know why or how it's different.
My biggest part that I didn't like of Endgame was time travel doesn't exist. There's no way time travel can exist.
Just do this and this and this.
Well, what if we did the particle accelerator and then we both come to the conclusion?
Which is funny because
I hate that. It's in
that's
Last
probably
Jedi.
one of your. As I say, it's probably one of your least favorite things in Last Jedi.
It's
when
my
Rose
least.
and
I
Finn
hate
and
that it's
trope.
So
it's a
stupid.
bad trope. Yeah.
This thing doesn't exist. Well, what
But
if we hypothetically did this and then it just happened to work? We both came up with it at the same time.
Crazy.
It's so stupid. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate that so much. They can't track us through light speed. But what if it tracks every 3 seconds? Shut up. It's stupid. I hate it.
See, and that is your favorite and what you say is the second best Star Wars movie, but you can still find things you don't like.
It's that trope is annoying.
That's what's good. It is. It definitely is.
Just walk through like that'd be like if you and me were sitting here and we're like, I just want to go back in time to when we've had the lost episode. I didn't unplug the thing.
Well, all we have to do there is we just have to.
If we rewire the compressor to the refrigerator and like it's just come on.
It's like that's a good idea. Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, man. Let's wrap this up. We're almost at an hour. I didn't think we'd do an hour. We're at 51
all
minutes.
Talking about Star Wars stamps.
Yeah,
the whole hour.
and we talked about something else that wasn't Star Wars at all.
We got like Disney Parky. We kind of did Jungle Cruise a little bit. Army Hammer being weird, but the Jungle Cruise though we didn't like say a lot about.
Let's talk about that real quick and then we'll wrap this up.
No, but like we both like it, both okay with it, excited for it.
My thing about quote unquote inclusion is I'm all for anyone wanting to be included.
Just
and
as
I
long
think
as
we
it's not
should
forced.
do that. Even when it's forced, I still think it's like. This is so tricky. We're gonna get so much shit for this.
Okay.
Even when it's, I don't care though. Even when it's forced, the intention is good, right?
Well, the intention's always good. Yeah.
The intention is to bring everyone together, and so everyone can enjoy this. Now, I'm pretty sure it's probably because I'm white and I've never had this issue, but I don't get like being on a ride and being like, I wish there was a white guy in here.
Yeah.
Like. Here's a good example. When I was watching Black Panther, I wasn't like, I really wish there was a white character that I could connect with.
Well, there is.
Who?
Why am I forgetting his name right now? I feel terrible. The S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, guy that plays the Hobbit. Why am I forgetting his name? His actor name and his character name.
Well, okay. I'm talking like I get what you're saying, but like I wasn't watching it and being like, I don't connect with this character because he's black.
Exactly.
Like I don't get that, and I don't get.
He's a human.
I wish someone could explain it to me. I guess it's probably because I'm white, and I'm the evil and I'm the problem and whatever. I get it, but like, I'm being sarcastic and facetious. But like I don't understand why the character has to be your skin color for you to connect with the character.
Exactly.
I'm not a billionaire.
No.
I connect with Robert Downey Jr.'s character of Iron Man.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's black kids that connected to Iron Man and Captain America.
Yeah.
I don't get.
You're not a droid. You connect with R5.
Well, yeah, but like, that's just liking a character. But like, I'm not. I don't know. I also feel like when you say things like, and this is actually so progressive that people don't even realize it's progressive and put you in a character of misogyny, and it's so far the other way it drives me insane.
Yeah.
When you say greatest female director, you're then saying it's a caveat, like she's a great director for a woman.
Just
And
reverse
it
that and be
shouldn't
like
be.
the greatest male director. Like just
Yeah,
say greatest director.
Greatest director.
Yeah.
Like if there's a woman who puts out the quality of films like a Steven Spielberg does, I wouldn't be like, damn, she's a great female director.
You just be like, she's a great director.
When I was a comedian, there were women comedians, female comics. They were not treated differently.
No.
If you're funny, you're funny. And no
That's
one
what it
was
should
like,
be.
"Oh, she's funny for a girl. You're funny. You're good,
If
or
you're
you're
talented,
not."
you're talented.
And
if you're not, you're not.
and if you're not, then you're not. And if you are, then you are. I feel like I've said it before. I feel like we're grading on a curve. Like, also, do we need a woman getting gored by a rhino in the Jungle Cruise ride? Was that what the ride was? That okay? Let's be real. Is that what the ride was missing?
Definitely
is
not.
it?
I've never looked at that scene and be like, wow, this should be different because
I never
of...
even thought about it. And
No, I've just been like, hey,
again,
there's guys on a pole.
I'm
Funny.
a white guy. I've been in every form of media from the beginning of time. I
Yeah.
get it, okay?
Yeah.
But I
Same.
don't get why anyone would watch that and be like,
You know what this needs?
I just wish there was a woman on the pole getting gored by a rhino.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, like, the African stuff is kind of outdated.
Terribly.
Like,
so. Yeah.
That's a little messed up. Last time I wrote it,
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
But that is a caricature of things that are real.
Yeah.
And so are we going to pretend that that isn't real?
Well, I mean, like, it's not real
Especially
now,
when that
but
ride is themed to, like, the 20s, right?
mostly, yeah.
The era of exploration of that time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they would have seen.
That's the whole thing saying with, like...
Remember a few years ago when there was the untouched tribe and they killed the dude with the Bible?
Yeah.
They had the Bible. Like, that's a real thing. I mean, those
Yeah.
tribes do exist.
Yeah.
The question is that the best representation of African culture, kind of mocking it in a way? And the answer is
It's
no.
not. Yeah.
It's definitely not.
No.
But I don't know, man. I'm so torn on it because, like, the thing with pirates just seems so stupid. That one to me was just like, who cares?
I agree with that. And, like, it's weird because, like, now going through that scene,
They're pirates. They're not good people.
No, that's the whole point of it.
They're burning
Wasn't
a
it-
city to the ground.
Wasn't it Marty Sklar that called it the Boy Scouts of the Caribbean? Or who's
Something like that.
I think it was Marty that did
Well,
before he passed.
I mean, Disney literally doesn't know what to do with pirates because, like, the pirate show that they had on TV, Jake and the Neverland Pirates, like, be a good pirate never steals. It's like,
they're
you
like,
don't. That's
what?
not even close to what.
Good
if you
pirates
really wanna get
always
politically
steal.
correct. You could dig down into anything. Like, I still to this day go, there is a hanging corpse in the Haunted Mansion pre-show
there has been for
that swings
50
from a
years.
rope.
Yeah.
No one says shit about that, but a woman not getting gored by a rhino, like, that's the problem. I also think that they do this, and this is just, and it's actually kind of brilliant. If you're an Imagineer and you have a project you want to do, especially right now, but you can't get it funded, if you just say we're doing it to be inclusive, they're gonna greenlight your
That's a
project
genius point.
because
Yeah.
they can't not.
Yeah,
So
that's a
think
genius
about,
point.
Think about the two things that they are fast tracking. We're in the worst financial times since the Great Depression.
And they've
and
stopped
Disney-
construction on Tron and Guardians.
The Guardians thing's a little different because they're waiting for filming to
yeah.
film for the
That's
stuff.
true, but
that's not a
Tron?
great example. But Tron, they're still doing construction. That's all bullshit. I saw the crane moving today.
But they still
2
haven't
days
fixed
ago.
the people mover, so no.
It was testing. It was testing the other day. I was
yeah, it's
there.
been
in the
testing
park.
for like a month.
Yeah,
It's
I saw them
ridiculous.
moving though. It was
I did
awesome.
too. Yes.
It was awesome.
Yep. I cried a little bit.
But, like, think of the two things that are full steam ahead. Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Didn't get delayed at
No.
all. They're going to have it for the 50th, and then after because they want the Splash Mountain.
Yeah, Splash will be
merch
here
and
for
stuff.
another 2 years, I want to say.
After the 50th celebration's over, you're going to see it go down. That's when it's going to go down.
Yeah.
They're not going to have 50th celebration without Splash Mountain. Not happening. But it's actually really brilliant of these Imagineers.
It is. And we're both equally excited for those two attractions. Like, I can't wait. Like,
By the way, I probably should
Especially
say this up
'cause-
front. I'm excited about it.
especially because it's Sharika Carter and Tony Baxter doing Splash.
Yeah.
Like, they're geniuses. And then, like,
100%.
the thing is, though, they didn't really give us a name for Jungle Cruise. Like, who's doing Jungle Cruise?
The guy that was the host of the video.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah. Mhm.
That was their pitch? He's like, I used to be a skipper.
Yep,
and-
he's an Imagineer now.
okay. I didn't
It's also
catch
cool that a previous Jungle Cruise skipper is reimagining the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah,
and that's
I didn't
pretty
catch
dope.
that. That is sick. And I didn't even notice what you're saying, the female on the rhino pole. I didn't even catch that. My biggest takeaway was the boat split in half with monkeys. I was like, that's cool. Like, I can't wait for that scene. That'd
It's
be
going
nice.
to be better. Like,
Yeah.
it definitely is, especially with their. I just hope they don't make the animatronics too modern looking because
It'll
it's going to
stand
rest
out.
the look
from the hippos that like
Yeah,
move
it's-
2 inches in the water.
I've seen
And,
what those
like-
look like backstage. It's literally just the face, and
It's cut completely
Yeah.
off. You get as soon as the water line hits, there's nothing below
there's
it.
nothing below it. Sometimes
Yeah.
you can see it if the water's a little low.
Yeah, or
You
if it's
can-
a little
you can
clearer
see it,
one day
yeah.
than the next day. Yeah.
But no, I think it's a good idea. I just don't want this to be it's gonna be, but like, just doing it to do it because you want to be
And it's odd
inclusive,
because
but
like
I think you should be. That's
Yeah.
that's the thing where it's like you definitely should be,
yes.
but like that shouldn't be the reason you change an attraction, but it also should be. It's so
hard.
confusing.
Yeah, it's so
I'm too
confusing.
dumb to explain how I feel.
Basically, well, at the end of the day, good. We like it.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
a good change. I think it's
yeah.
cool. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's so weird because
I'm
obviously
also very glad it's not The Rock. When I first saw
me
that,
too,
I
which
was
is
like,
strange because like no, obviously no one's seen the movie yet, but it's like as soon as that movie comes out, what if it's a like Pirates level of money
it's
slash
not gonna be.
like what if it is though? Let's just say for the sake of this fan base and money wise, it's like so then do you redo it again and put The Rock somewhere and Emily Blunt somewhere? How does that work?
I would think to do that, you'd have to have 2 or 3 big billion-dollar movies,
That's true. Pirates
which would give you about 6 or 7 years.
Pirates waited 3 movies in to make
Yeah.
their change. So, but do you do that 10 years from now? Do they go, okay, Rock, Emily Blunt? It's like, okay, like how does that work?
I wouldn't hate it. I mean, it depends on how it's done.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
Depends on
do
the
they
movie.
do that? Does that
Yeah,
happen?
they'll do it.
If the
100%.
movie is Pirates or even close to Pirates level, they do that?
They might, and this was what would really suck. I could see them doing like a virtual skipper
Yeesh.
and
Yeah.
have The Rock hosting on a screen. I
That's
could
universal,
really-
bro.
I
Don't,
could
that's
see
so
it.
universal. Don't do it.
Think about how many people it takes to run that attraction.
Yeah, man. But
Every
that
boat
takes
has to have a
that
skipper.
takes the soul out of the Jungle Cruise.
Yep.
Like you can't not have those.
They can and they will.
You can't not have dad jokes on that.
If it'll save them money,
Ugh.
they will do it.
Man, you're right.
Don't
You're
get
right,
it
But that's
twisted.
the soul of the Jungle Cruise.
Yep. Do you think
can't.
Bob Chapek gives a fuck about what you feel about the Jungle Cruise?
This is obviously
He's
a joke.
losing money.
This is obviously a joke, and we're tying it back to earlier in the episode. But all the skippers are going to be stocking shelves at World of Disney.
Jesus Christ. All right,
Yeah.
let's wrap this show up on that. Also,
hope it
be
doesn't
inclusive,
happen.
be kind to each other. I'm just
Heck yeah!
trying to say that it's just a weird decision.
Everybody love everybody.
Everybody should love everybody,
Yes.
except some people. You know who you are.
When it's not warranted.
All right, man. Let's wrap this up. Where can you find you on? Where can you find you? Where can the good
I
people
can't
listen to
find
the
myself
podcast
anywhere.
find you on the internet?
Well, you'll be seeing it next week on our live show. Our handles will be there.
Good plug.
I mean, I don't really use YouTube that often, but it's just my name, and same with Instagram, Evan T. Boucher.
You can find me on Instagram at the Brad Ventures, and YouTube.com/Brad Ventures for everything. That's what
That
live
is
streams will
it.
be. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Stay safe till then. May the force be with you.
Always.